Soups. Soups are based on stocks added with other ingredients for a variety of flavor, consistency, appearance, and aroma. A well-prepared soup always makes a memorable impression. Soups offer a full array of flavoring ingredients and garnishing opportunities. Soups also allow the use of trimmings and leftover creatively. Classification of soups. Clear soups. They are soups based on a clear and thickened broth or stock. They may be served plain or garnished with a variety of vegetables and meats. They are very similar to stocks, except that broths are based on meats rather than bones, so they are richer and have a more defined flavor. Broths can be used as a liquid in preparing soups. A good quality broth should be clear, aromatic, and rich tasting with a very evident flavor of the major ingredient. One strong and clear broth or stock is a consommé. It is made by combining lean chopped meat, egg whites, mirepoix, herbs and spices, and an acidic ingredient like tomatoes, wine, or lemon juice. The combination is called clarification, since the particles that make the broth appear cloudy are trapped as it cooks. A good quality consommé is crystal, clear, has a good body, amber to brown in color, and completely fat-free. Broth and bouillon, simple, clear soup without solid ingredients. Broth and bouillon are like stock in technique and in cooking time. The major distinction between broth and stock is that broths can be served as is, whereas stocks are used in production of other dishes. Vegetable soup. Clear seasoned stock or broth with the addition of one or more vegetable, meat, or poultry. Consommé. Rich, flavorful stock or broth that has been clarified to make it perfectly clear and transparent. Thick soups are soups that are thickened to provide a heavier consistency. Thick soup is a cream soup based on bechamel sauce and is finished with a heavy cream. A bechamel sauce is milk thickened with roux, but some thick soups are volatile sauce based, stock thickened with roux. A volatile sauce base is usually finished with a license of heavy cream, egg yolk. A thick soup should have a velvety smooth texture and the thickness of heavy cream. It is always essential to strain out the solids and at times to puree and put back in the soup. Cream soups may be served hot or cold. A kind of cream soup based on crustaceans like shrimps and lobsters is bisque. It is made by simmering a crustacean in a stock or a fish fumet. Another thick vegetable soup is the chowder, made with broth, milk, or water as base, then thickened with roux. Cold, thick soups such as visageoise are simple cream soups served cold. Others like gazpacho or a chilled cantaloupe soup are based on a puree of cooked or raw vegetables brought to the correct consistency by adding fruits or vegetable juice as a liquid. Cream soups are soups thickened with roux, beurre manier, liaison, or other thickening agents plus milk or cream. Purees, vegetable soup thickened with starch. Bisque are thickened soups made from shellfish. Chowders are hearty soups made from fish, shellfish, or vegetables usually contain milk and potatoes. Volatilles, soup thickened with egg, butter, and cream. Other types of soup. Dessert soup, Ginataan, a Filipino soup made from coconut milk, fruit, and tapioca pearl served hot or cold. Osheriku, a Japanese azuki bean soup. Tonge, a Chinese soup. Fruit soup can be served hot or cold depending on the recipe, where dried fruits are used like raisins and prunes. Fruit soup may include milk, sweet or savory dumplings, spices or alcoholic beverages like brandy and champagne. Cold soup is variation on the traditional soup wherein the temperature when served is kept at or low below temperature. Asian soup is a traditional soup which is typical broth, clear soup, or starch thickened soup. Other thickening agents for soup: rice, flour, grain, cornstarch. Ingredients of soup: meat. It could be chicken, beef, pork, lamb, or fish. Salt, pepper. Vegetables like carrots, string beans, turnips, tomatoes, mushrooms, celery, or leek. Onion, garlic, water, eggs, cornstarch, seasoning like monosodium glutamate or MSG, butter, cream, garnishes like slices of lemon, egg, shredded vegetables, or pimiento strips. Basic principles of preparing soup. First principle: starting with cold water. Why cold water? Most protein, vitamins, and minerals dissolve in cold water. Part of the flavor comes from these components. Using hot water would lessen the flavor and nutritive content of stock. Second principle: cutting vegetable to appropriate size for the type of stock. The size of cut helps the maximum flavor to be extracted. Example 1. A fish stock only simmer for a half hour or 30 minutes, so the cut should be julienne or thin strips, 1/4 inch thick by 2 to 3 inches long. Example number 2. A brown stock simmers for 4 to 6 hours and sometimes 24 hours. So the cut should be 1-inch cube so that stock will have time to extract the flavor and will not fall apart after a long cooking. Third principle, select your protein base. Beef, chicken, pork, and fish. All bones are washed, roasted or blanched. Roasted for brown sauce and blanched for white stock. Fourth principle, simmering gentle extractions aid in flavor and nutrition. Boiling causes cloudiness through agitation of the ingredients. Fifth principle, skimming. Keep the stock clear. The scum on top of stocks contain impurities. Thank you. Hope you learned from our lesson for this day. God bless.